Cam Newton is a textbook definition of a snake oil salesman. And we talking about him today because he just tried to expose his guest, Kendra G, who does a single podcast where she be cutting up. And he basically want to let her know that she's not qualified to have the podcast.
My question is, why should somebody listen to you?
Oh, because I have the data to support anything that I say.
Okay.
You know, I know some people just learned of me from my single show that I started 6 years ago. But like I said, I am a 25-year plus television and radio journalist. Before interviewing single people, I used to interview celebrities, for a living. And there's things that I know now that I did not know 6 years ago. I wouldn't even spoke on it. I always knew, kind of like you, kind of like most people,
right.
We know our reality, right? So I literally have done a case study. I have talked to more than 16,000 single people. I have 4 weddings this year, all because of my platform. One in Paris, one in Antigua, one in the Bahamas, and then there's one local in America.
Now, even though Cam Newton is definitely a snake oil salesman, he might have had a valid point because she basically goes on her podcast and talks about marriage when she has never been in a successful relationship that led up to marriage. She's been engaged before, she said on her podcast, but she's never been married before. So you can't give somebody else advice on how to have a successful dating relationship. So everybody's main question is, how can you give somebody else advice on how to have a successful relationship that lead up to marriage, but you haven't been in one yourself?
And critiques that you got to answer for.
So dating is to stay single or to get
No, I think dating, I think life is a journey, right? So you're not married. You've been very vocal about not wanting to get married, but you're in a relationship, right? There's some people, there's different dynamics, right? So you can be single, but single is becoming a lifestyle choice for some.
So what qualifies you, if you're single, you've never been married.
Right.
You've never, you said you was engaged.
Right.
Right? But at the same time, you said, that's why I have a show called Kendra G Singles.
Right.
It's to talk to singles, but I said the ultimate goal for that is, in essence, to matchmake or to put them on a platform that then will have somebody reach out to them, which goes back to the overarching thing is, if you're having all this insight, 16,000 singles that you've spoken to.
Yes.
Over a
6 years since COVID, it's 2026.
Over a 6-year span.
Yes.
When I have spoken to experts, doctors, people who are in this field, that's my question. Are we talking about experience that you've actually been through, or is this something that you've observed and said, hey, I talked to this person is married, so I can gain all the information from that married couple, from this divorced couple, from that divorced couple, and this gives me the right to talk about that. I may not have been married. I may not have been divorced. I may not have had a fiance, but
Okay, can I jump in? Not to cut you off. What does being married have to do with hosting a single show?
In a relationship.
So I've been in relationships. I'm single right now, but what does that have to do with hosting a single show?
It has nothing to do with it.
Then why do we keep bringing up married and?
No.
Okay.
The conversation.
Yes.
Question was asked, why should people listen to you?
She conceded on her point to say they don't have to listen to me. The people who I'm giving advice, they don't have to listen to what I'm saying. You would be better off trying to get them to understand, yes, my opinion does matter. I may not have been in a marriage. But I have a lot of experience that led me up to here.
Have the free will. You don't have to listen to me, right? I'm not the kind of person that says you have to live by what I say, but I can back up anything I say. So you could not tune into the show and and you know what I'm saying? I don't have people should listen, they have to listen. What I'm saying is I can give you information that I know is vitable and could change your life if you want to hear it, if you want to receive it.
So when I hear certain people in these type of dynamics, I've talked to Dr. Bryant, I've talked to...
Shout out to Dr. Bryant.
My man from tonight's conversation, I've talked
Ace.
Ace Metaphor,
Yes.
correct. I've talked to Dimitri Wiley, a guy who's an influencer
I know.
who speaks.
I know all
you
those three people.
Yes, and it's so many different doctors.
Right.
And when I have these conversations, it's almost a head scratcher because what I speak about personally is through my experiences. No, I have not been married.
Okay.
No, I've never been engaged or engaged to a person, but I've dated a lot of women. I'm not proud to say that, but that's just my experiences.
Right.
So giving a viral clip, giving something that you may have heard from me, this is not what I've observed other people to do. This is my life.
Right.
I've been exposed to so many different types and different women that I'm like, okay, I'm beginning to get a different kind of dynamic or understanding that this is what women are expecting from me. Sometimes I'm able to give that, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I can be emotionally available, sometimes I'm in my hustlers phase
Right.
and I can't. So when I talk about relationships, it's not to say that I'm a guru, I'm just giving you my expertise of
The crazy part about this interview is the more they talk as the interview progressed, Kendra G does the very thing Cam Newton was kind of asking her about or like confronting her about, right? So Kendra doesn't have kids. She don't have kids at all. So as the interview is progressing, Kendra G then tries to give Cam Newton advice on how to raise his kids.
And the funny thing about this interview is that when you really watch it, Kendra G does the exact same thing that Cam Newton is confronting her for doing. So Kendra G doesn't have no kids at all, but Cam Newton does. And she starts trying to give him advice on how to raise his kids when she has none. And that's the same exact thing she's doing on her podcast. She's giving people advice with experiences she's probably never had.
If I don't meet the right guy and I never become a mom in that way, I'm cool.
Okay.
I'm cool.
Can he have children?
So here's the deal on that. I don't mind one, maybe two. I don't think I could do past two. But because I'll take that way. If he was a married man, you know, I'm 46 now, right? So if he's married, he came from a woman, they had 3 children, something happened. Like, I'm not gonna be pinholed to that. I can't date a man with 9, Cam. I'm out.
Have you ever been approached by a guy
I've been approached, let me tell you
that
something.
has 9 kids?
I've been approached by a man that had 4 kids. I've been approached by a man that had 7 kids. I had approached by a man that had 8 kids. First and last date, I can't do it. And I'm not mad at anybody that can, but that's a lot of energy you have to take in, because here's how I do feel. If I'm taking you, I'm taking all of you. So it's not just about the 9 children, it's about the mothers of the children. Yeah. They might have a cousin, and now, he was over Kendra G house, and it's a lot that comes, because I do feel as though if you sign up with a person, you sign up for that person. Yeah. So what they come with is what you come with.
I do think you're projecting a little bit.
Projected in what way?
It's that the example that you gave was, that ain't my mama.
That the kids say?
I don't like, one of them kids ain't gonna like me.
You think that all 9 kids are gonna like your new girlfriend?
Well, as the adult, there's certain things that you instill in your children as respect.
Yeah, but you can't control your children.
Who can't?
The children is a human. They have the right to be themselves. So
under my house, you have to understand. As,
so you think
as parents, yes, you have to.
You can have respect. So this is what I feel as though is this. You can teach your children respect, right, but their emotions belong to them.
Yeah, and this is why, this is going back to the first question.
Okay.
It's like, you're telling me how a children is supposed to be raised, and you don't have children.
But I was raised as a child. What does that mean?
No, I understand that, respectfully. Mm-hmm. This is where I check out.
But real quick, I'm not telling you how to raise children.
Yeah, but we're having a conversation about, so your children don't think on their own. I'm telling you, hell no, they don't. Not while they're in my house. Because if it's up to my kids, they're eating Skittles every night.
And the irony about the whole thing is Kendra G was acting oblivious the whole time, acting like she didn't know what Cam Newton was talking about. But then she does it, and he catches her in the act. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section. You feel me? I don't got no beef. You feel me? I don't even like Cam Newton. I think he's a snake oil salesman. But I don't have no beef with Kendra G. I'm just reporting. You feel me? Let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this video. See y'all in the next video.